we actually working today? Let's see. Dylan, do you mind
Yeah.
taking a check? While we
Yep.
let's take a look at this.
I hear the music.
Nice. Good. Okay. What's up, Fen? Sit. Good boy. Yeah, you just okay. Yeah, just flop over like you usually do. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh my gosh. Why are you echoing?
I had to take out my earbuds real quick.
Oh my goodness, please. Please.
God damn it.
Oh my Christ. Jesus, my ears.
Deal with it.
It's not for me. I'm wondering what the other people are thinking right now. Oh, one of them. Mans goes, deal with it. Ah, yes, of course.
Is there a way to connect
Mm-hmm.
earbuds to the laptop or no?
Yeah, probably could. Depends. What type of earbuds are you trying to connect?
Like the ones you gave me.
Yeah, they should be like like a aux port.
Like for the iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's a next time thing. I'm
Yeah.
still. I'd rather just use like the wired ones at all times.
Yes.
I just want some good weather at this rate. I'm tired of the rain.
Dude, I'm tired of the fucking. I'm just tired.
Yeah, I mean, you're good. You're gonna be even more tired soon enough.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. Wonder what Loesch is doing right now.
He's probably still driving.
He's being a mook.
No, no. He's
Doing mook
driving
things.
in the rain.
No, can't be.
Yes.
Impossible. Rain's not real.
It is real. You'll be sleeping in that rain for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
I am reminding you because I've been there 3 times already.
Jesus Christ. What is that noise? Uh-oh. Oh my. Well, Slay the Spire is quite the game. It's quite difficult.
What kind of? I never played or seen him play Slay Inspired. What's it about?
Um so obviously roguelite type. You're climbing up the ladder and so you have different pathways you could choose. Literally, it's like as if you looking at a map, and
Uh-huh.
you can choose whatever pathway. Some of them kind of like cross each other, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, you just kind of pick, all right, which way do I want to go? And then there's different types of things you'll run into, like elites, normal enemies, which again, they're still both pretty tough. Um, question marks, which you don't know what the hell it could be. A shop, it could be usually not a rest site, which at rest sites you can either upgrade your cards, which I'll get into that a little later. You either upgrade your cards or um, you know, hold on, sorry. Gotta scratch my leg. Yeah, you upgrade your cards or you heal. You usually get about like 3 or 4 rest sites per level. So it's really how risky you want to play and how well you believe in the heart of the cards. Because sometimes you just don't really get good cards. Oh yeah, and then each time you beat a level, you can add a new card to your pile of like different things. There's different types of cards. There's like attack cards, which deal a certain amount of damage to the enemy. Defense cards, which gives you block. So if he's about to attack with 11 damage, you can. One of the cards might be like, all right, well, this card gives you 6 block, and you have to spend energy to use it. Kind of like how Hearthstone works a little bit, like a tad bit like that. But yeah, and then sorry about that, y'all. Each character, right? There's 4 characters at least on the Switch version, which is the one I'm playing. But there's 4 characters right now that I've been playing with, and they all have different cards. They all have different play styles. So yeah, you kind of like mix. You could very much go or run with builds and stuff like that. Like when I first beat the game, I was playing with the first character, which he's like a striker. So like a lot of his cards are like meant to just be straight up, I'm gonna attack you. Now, what I did with that was I was like, okay, so I got very lucky. It was like, all right, so whenever I block, I do damage. Um, it's as simple as that. Like other characters, they're based off of like, okay, I'm gonna use like poison. Right, there's one character who's very like built around poison damage and trying to like tough it out until the poison kills him. Or there's one where it's like I have orbs and there's like different elements for the orbs. So there's like a frost one which gives you block. There's a lightning one which does damage whenever you end your turn randomly. There's dark, which it'll like build up, and then once you're able to expend it by cycling through the orbs, it'll do whatever damage it was building up towards. And then there's like an energy one, which gives you more energy to use more cards, which is kind of cool. He's built around, again, his orbs. So, and then there's one where it's like, I don't even really understand what the other one is. She's fucking crazy. It's like sticks or I don't even know. But yeah, that's basically a pretty quick rundown of the game.
See.
It's pretty fun. I put it in quick mode, so like everything goes very, very fast. Like cards, like if I play a card, it runs through the animations much quicker so that I can get through the game very fast. Like I ran through 2 runs because again, I've been trying to win with this guy for a minute and it's tough because I've just been getting unlucky with his card set. with like the cards either after I beat a boss. Again, you get like a boss item card in that beginning unlocking with that, and then there's like artifacts and stuff which are like just passive. It's like your trinkets, which gives you like a passive thing. So it's like every combat phase, at the start of the combat phase, you get 3 thorns, which means if you get hit, it does damage back to them, stuff like that. I haven't really gotten anything good.
You play this on your Switch, right?
Yeah, I try to keep all roguelites that are unless they're like FPS
Isaac?
shooters. Yeah, and modded. So anything that usually I can mod, like Risk of Rain, I play. I used to play it a lot on my Switch with my cousin, but you know, I don't really try to anymore. Oh, but yeah, anything that really can get modded, I'll keep on my PC, or if it's an FPS shooter, like Immortal Redneck, which I don't have yet. There's one called like Hyperloop or something like that. No, fuck. Deathloop. That's what it's called. It's a FPS shooter. Eternal, which new game came out recently. I haven't really gotten to that one yet, but yeah. Huh.
Isn't it
Wow.
Eternal?
We're at
The same guys that made
Mhm.
not Bioshock.
I don't believe. I
Was
feel
it
like it's
the assassin
is it-
game?
No, I don't believe so.
Dishonored. Dishonored.
No, I don't believe so.
Right.
It
Let me double
doesn't
check.
feel like it, at least.
You said Deathloop, right?
No, Returnal. Deathloop, yes. Deathloop, I'm pretty sure is made by the same people. But Returnal, no. Doesn't feel like the type of game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're at 17. Well, about to be almost 20 minutes now. So, you know, can't really stall for Loesch as much.
No, we can't.
So,
Running late because it's driving.
yeah, no, it's okay.
He's driving.
No, it's all good. So Dylan, would you like to tell the lovely people out there, either those that are going to be joining us in a little bit, or the ones in the pod, how you've been doing? What's been going on?
For me, I just been dealing with like more taskings, which just makes me not be in my room. Well, like, well, not even be in my room, just be away from like my building where I work for a long periods of time. Just doing like tedious tasks, which involves me just being outside for so long. Like, I was moving like parachutes around, laying them out in the like daylight, like half the day, and I was just like sweating my ass off just because things were not going as planned. Like,
Yeah, it's
probably
been
around Tuesday.
it's been pretty North Carolina weather, brother, and it sucks.
Oh,
I
it's
hate
not
it.
even North Carolina. It's been everywhere. It's hot now. It's just like constantly raining. Like,
Yeah, man, tropical storm, man. I've been dude, been honestly been pretty stressed because of the puppy. Again, it's like dealing with a baby constantly. I have to have eyes on him, like whenever he's asleep. like right now he's asleep, that's like my time to go and do things like this where I don't have to be constantly like looking at him. Like,
You were asked for it,
oh
knowing
no,
your
yeah,
schedule.
no, of course. I really don't mind. I think it makes me have to be a lot more responsible with a lot of things. It makes me have to focus on time management. Really hitting the times and schedules that I put for myself, which a lot of people can't do, which is kind of sad. But yeah, dealing with him really stressful. Makes me have to wake up like, so
Even
I
more
would
earlier than
usually, yeah,
think
I would
you
usually,
have to. But
yeah, I would usually
I,
wake up
I would
around.
understand
Mhm.
if you had like someone else watching, but you're basically by yourself trying
Yeah,
to take care of them.
I'm trying to do it. I could have my roommate do it, but again, it's my dog. I told him, I'm like, listen, like, this is not our dog, and it's not our dog in the idea that like you can't hang out with him or like you can't do this and that with him. It's nothing like that. It's just I'm gonna be paying for him. He's gonna be hanging, like, he's gonna be mostly in my room. Like, I don't want you to have to burden yourself unless obviously I ask you for some help. Because again, our job and our life and the culture of this place asks for a lot. So sometimes you need to ask for help for things like him. So yeah, I told him, like, listen, I'll deal with it. Anything that pops off, like, I'll handle it. If he fucks up the carpet, fucks up the couch, pisses on shit, like, I'll figure out a way to take care of it. And I have. And then especially with the kennel, it's been a huge help. Like, huge help. He rarely ever like shits on the floor. Um, Again, he did this morning. He had an accident. He's been having accidents with like peeing and stuff, which is fine. Like, he's a baby, and he can't hold in his piss, but his shit, on the other hand, he can hold in. So that's what kind of irks me. Um, but even so, like, I still put out the pads. So I'm like, okay, if you're gonna have an accident or like you really gotta go, and you can't make it outside, here is what's gonna be the thing for you, right? But yeah, it just makes me wake up a lot earlier, and then that kind of, you know, not having a lot of sleep and being a little bit more sleep deprived than usual, and having to do things like the runs and all this stuff, kind of just kind of, tires me out throughout the week. But I've been having this really big thing where during the week, I know the week is not over, so my body is in a state of like, I am not relaxed. I will have to continue. I can't, like, I'm always on edge until the weekend. Like, the other day on like Thursday, my body was like, yeah, dude. We hopped on the call to hang out and talk like we usually do, or like whenever we try to. And I was like, dude, I'm not feeling too hot. So I went to lie down, and it was like maybe 13. I didn't wake up until like 19. It's just all that built up stress and like, hey, you need to go get some sleep, brother, type deal. So yeah. But work's been okay, nothing too crazy. Been really focused on the process for getting out and doing school and all this stuff, honestly. So yeah, it's been pretty stressful, but I think I'm managing to the best of my ability, and I think I'll be able to handle anything that's really coming my way. Anything else really that comes my way. But he is very like, I figured having a dog would be expensive, and I'm actually surprised it's not as bad as, it's not that bad. Like, yes, I've spent about maybe 1,000 to almost 2K on him in the past like I'd say month I've had him, but it's because he's a puppy. So like if I got him at 6 months, or even like when he was older, like if he was a year old and I got him, it would be a whole different ball game. Like I would have gotten him just his kennel, I would have gotten him all his stuff, like a vest, leash, and then treats to train him, and then that'd honestly be it. And then like toys here and there, which again, you can get that shit at Marshall's for like $5, and usually they play with toys. Like he still plays with all the toys that I've gotten him. Like his first toy, he still will play with that thing. So, and then you just kind of give him some more things here and there to play around with. The only a couple things I need left are like auto feeders. So I want to get this really fancy one, like a smart feeder that I found on Amazon that will basically just, it gives the time, it gives the amount, all that type stuff. And then same thing with water. Like water, it's not really a smart feeder, it's basically just a jug that is flipped over and it like just automatically falls. It's like a gravity feeder. He needs one of those because there's a lot of times where he's very good with like, I'm only gonna drink when I'm thirsty, but the thing is, when water is very frequent, he will go drink and then piss like immediately, which then again causes him to have, he's more prone to accidents, and then that makes me have to clean it up. So if I'm better to manage it, it's all said and done. But I hear that we might be leaving Thursday, or I might be leaving Thursday. So because of that, I'll have a couple days. Excuse me. I'll have a couple days to take care of business and kind of chill out. Hopefully, without like, I get to wake up at 5:15 like I usually do, rather than 4:50 to go take him out, do his thing, all that stuff. The bunnies, I really feel bad because I always look back to that episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender when Appa was it was called Appa's like lost day. Appa's just wandering around because he got taken by like sandbenders or some shit, and a lot of people were like fucking with him, and he kept flying, and it was just such a sad fucking episode, especially with like the way that the show makes you really like Appa. But yeah, I feel kind of somewhat like that for the rabbits. Like I don't really pay attention to them, and I know my dad and my mom really will give them that attention that they need. Like before, they used to never like one of them, like the small white one that I have for everyone out there, her name is Shmeef, not my name, but yeah, her name is Shmeef, and like she likes being petted a lot. And then the gray one that we have, Zobka, that one I did name, she's much bigger. She never liked being pet, but now it's like I'll stick my hand in the cage and they just both clomp together because they're like really close, and I'll just pet them. I could just pet them for hours. They don't even mind. They just, now it's like really nice. It's like, oh, he's finally giving us attention, which kind of is sad, but it's like, meh, whatever. Like, they're bunnies. They don't really, they have each other, so I'm kind of like, okay, well, they have each other. I don't really need to worry too much about them. besides like obviously, taking care of them every week, um, like cleaning their cage, or like every day just feeding them, giving them water, making sure everything's okay with them, and that's really it. But letting them out, like I rarely get to do that anymore because Fenrir, he'll run over there and start barking at him and freaking him out, or just trying to bite him because he's a baby, so he's gonna try and teeth on literally anything that moves. So, it's not really safe for them outside their cage, even though it's too small for both of them right now. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Like I don't really know what I should do. Like I'll probably get a bigger cage, or put them in the one that the chinchilla that's at my parents' house is. Like they're gonna switch cages, which I really think is the best because it's a lot wider, so they can have a lot of room to like lay down and like chill out. And they were really good before. It really bothers me because they had like before they'd be really trying to like shit and piss in the litter box. Like they were pretty good like litter train wise, but now they kind of just constantly will let it out. And I don't know if it's because they're young or it's because they just don't really care. I don't know what the case is, but they just shit everywhere. Like we let them out for a little bit, and thankfully I didn't give them food like that day. Like I didn't refill their food so they couldn't eat anything to shit out. But like every single time I had to clean the cage, I pick up like 30 to 50 pellets. Okay, they're shit. They're little shit balls. They're little Cocoa Puffs. Cause I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. They just can't hold it in. So at first it was really gross. Like it would get stuck to their fur. It'd be really wet. Like it was like kind of diarrhea like for rabbits. It was like gooey. I was like, oh fuck, what the hell? It looked like mucus was stuck to
Yo,
their
yo,
shit. Oh my
What's
goodness,
up?
he's here.
what is happening, party people?
What's good? How was the game?
Game was great. Mets got a 5-2 win. It's a good win.
Nice.
5-1.
You
Got to
think
see
they're going all the way?
good pitch. Got the. Hello, everybody. I just joined. I was at the Mets Marlins game earlier today. The Mets got the win. Got to see Kodai Senga pitch, which was honestly really cool because I'm a pretty big fan of him. They just signed him from Japan. He looks like he's gonna be good. He's got a pitch that he invented by himself that is very interesting and hard to hit.
What is it called?
It's called a ghost fork.
A ghost fork.
Yeah. So a fork ball. It's for people who don't watch baseball. You can think of it as an opposite to the curveball, because a curveball has low spin and it drops to the pitcher's pitching hand side, and then the forkball does the same thing as the curveball, but it drops to the glove hand, so it's opposite to the curveball. And then his ghost fork, what makes it so special is that it drops a lot more than most people's do. And so it'll start, it looks like it's going to be in the top of the strike zone, and by the time the pitch hits the catcher's glove, it's under the strike zone. And that's what makes it so hard to hit. Because it
Bro,
drops so much.
throwing baseballs is like it's like
The hard thing to
honestly
explain.
so cool because
Oh, yeah.
just by holding it
Yeah.
and rotating
Or if
like
you want
a
to see something
specific
crazy,
way, it's like awesome.
the way that a knuckleball is thrown is nuts. If you put your, it's hard to explain. Like, bring all your fingers together and your thumbs, and then imagine throwing the ball and pushing it at the same time, and that's how a knuckleball is thrown.
And then it's coming at you at like fucking 80 miles per hour still.
Yeah.
Especially for like the slow balls, bro. Those are like
Slow
those
balls
are
is
so
80.
dude, it's so funny. There was one guy, he was like I've never seen someone throw a fast slow ball. So
Mhm.
it's like a mid-speed ball. And they're
That
like,
happened.
what's special about it? Well, the thing is with the slow ball, it's supposed to fuck up the batter's timing, right?
Mhm.
So when he threw it, it was at like 67, right? It was at a 67 speed, but it was like the
Yeah, that's
same
crazy slow.
technique as a fucking slow ball, which like for most slow balls, it's like an arc and then
Mhm.
just like sloops in, right? So it's like, what the fuck? it's it's like how did this guy do it? And like if you looked at the picture, he's just a big gordo. It's fucking hilarious. Um, Loesch, I'm gonna have to step away for a second. Gotta hit the restroom. So we're still in the starting shortly phase because we were waiting for you. Um, so why don't you tell the lovely people what's been going on, how you been doing, all that good stuff, the usual.
I've been good. I think it's been 2 weeks since we've done a stream because last week, internet got in the way of doing a stream, which kind of sucks. But same old, same old. I think we all kind of do. I mean, that's just life. Everybody ends up doing the same thing over and over again. But I had something interesting happen at work. We had a minor flood. I'll talk about that in a sec.
Ooh.
But just the normal stuff, been going with school, and then work, and then I bet these guys have already talked about it, but they work, and they do end up doing the same shit usually week to week. Sometimes they end up doing cool shit, or not cool shit, but different shit, whether it be going on training or going on rucks. And then for me, the interesting thing that happened was I was at work. There's about 5-10 minutes left in my shift. I'm coming back into the laundry room, and there's an inch of water on the ground in the laundry room. And I was like, oh shit. So I asked the people who were in there, I was like, what the fuck happened? And they're like, one of the drains from the washing machine just started pouring out water. And the way the drain works is it's one ditch and then a drain at the end of the ditch. So the drain was clogged, so all the water from the ditch was just pouring into the laundry room. So I'm like, oh fuck, what are we gonna do? We're trying to like mop the water out of the way, we're trying to sweep it out of the way, we're trying to do whatever to figure it, just to get it out of the main laundry room. So I call the head engineer of the building and I'm like, hey, shit's going left. There's water all over the floor. The washing machine's poured out. All the drains all poured out water. And he goes, "Oh, easy fix. Just go to the drain and make sure it's unclogged." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I walk over to the drain. I was able to clear the drain, and there was just something blocking it. And I literally felt as I pulled the thing away, I felt the drain start pulling in more water, and I was like, "All right, we're good." And that's how that all went. And it was like this, it was like a piece of plastic that was covered in tissues that was covering the drain, and then just no water was getting to it.
Nice. Any other flooding stories, funny stories you want to contribute?
So actually, I do have a really annoying fucking flood story. So, um, when I first came in to the apartment, we were like, dude, this is sick. Like, we got our own little space. It's gonna be good. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Like, get a dog. And, like, we just like super ecstatic. I'd say a week. Yeah, I'd say a week goes by, and we're like, meh, whatever. And then it's a fucking It's like a Saturday or Sunday, and we're like, let's go check on the laundry. And I go into my laundry room, which is right outside my door, and I look and I'm like, why is the carpet wet? And there's a streak like leading. And I go into the kitchen and there's like a small puddle leaking into the kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck? and like lining the wall, there was just a bunch of just water, just soaked in the floor. And
Water or pee-pee?
no, it was water. It was
Oh.
water. And I finally like walk into the sorry, 1 second. I finally walk into the laundry room and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I always wear shoes in my house. Like I'll have like fucking Crocs or like
Slippers.
slides. Yeah, like I'll always be wearing stuff because especially with the dog, you know, he could have pissed in a spot and I didn't notice, or like I have pads at my door for him to, you know, if he's gonna have an accident, I'd rather him, and he can't make it outside.
I'd rather him do that.
Yeah, I'd rather him not even shit. He doesn't shit in the house. Like sometimes, like this morning he did, but he like really, like that shit was runny. It was like mess.
He had the shit.
Like I was like, okay, dude, like I'm gonna like fuck you up a little bit for it. Like, I'm gonna fucking give you your spanks for it, cause you need to learn to, even if it's like that, you gotta learn to fucking aim. like you were right next to the pad, dude. Like, come on. Like he's looking at me right now, like I'm sorry. He's like trying to sleep too.
He's still with you now? I thought your parents were taking him today.
No, they're taking him tomorrow morning at like
Oh, cool.
5.
5 a.m.
Yeah, you get one more night with me, buddy, and then I have to be gone for a month. Yeah, they're taking him at like 5 a.m. to go and because they have to drive back, so they're taking
Oh,
him
so
and
you
the
guys are
bunnies.
together? Oh,
What's
also
up?
happy Easter, everybody that's watching. If you're watching.
Oh
this
yeah,
at this,
that's true. Happy Easter. We're like
you're not spending Easter with
couple
your parents.
hours. No.
They're just trying to beat the traffic. I
Yep.
bet there's a ton of traffic. My dad's got to drive out to Long Island tomorrow, and me and my brother are like, dude, you're gonna be in the shit. We were like, make sure you leave early tomorrow, and he goes, fuck that, I'm leaving whenever I want. He goes, I just don't care, and we were like, okay.
That's good. It's good to know. It's
Yeah.
good.
I'm working tomorrow. That's what I'm doing for Easter. But,
Yeah,
hopefully,
I'm
by the time I get in, which is 2 o'clock, it should be dead at my work, so I shouldn't really have to even deal with people.
I'm gonna be
Which is good.
trying to drive around and prep for this event we're gonna be doing this month.
I'll bring some Easter candy for my coworkers because he's cool. He's the homie.
I kind of want to go get some
Don't you have
drinks
any
and
plans
stuff,
for
but
Easter?
yeah.
Dylan,
Yeah, what's up?
do you have any plans for Easter?
Not really. Right now, it's basically just spring cleaning for my room and my car. That's about it.
Easter cleaning.
Yes. Basically.
Dude, it's gonna suck for my parents, dude. He's gonna be crying like the entire ride over to Florida. And then he's gonna be like shitting and pissing everywhere.
Yeah.
Even though
Your
he
parents are
has
gonna
his
hate him
headphones on.
until they have him in the house, and until they can
dude.
like hang out with him. That drive, they're gonna despise the dog.
Dude,
Because
it's
driving with
gonna
dog,
be
my dog
awful.
is easy to drive. With,
Mine is okay.
but also it was when she was older that I got easier.
Yeah.
When she was a puppy, it sucked.
Yeah, dude, I don't worry. I remember when she fucking almost threw up on me.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was you. That's because we
then-
gave her too much pineapple.
I know. I was like, "What the fuck?" And you're like,
it was all
"Oh,
yellow. And
yeah." I
fluffy.
was like, Loesch, your fucking dog just threw up in the back seat," and you're like, "Oh yeah, it's because you fed her too much pineapple." I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, oh, I guess we gave her too much pineapple. And then my
Why the
dad saw
fuck
it,
would
and he
you
was like,
give her-
oh, I guess we gave her too much pineapple.
I was like, why the fuck would you give a dog pineapple? Out of
dog
all the
loves pineapple.
things. Yeah, well,
dog loves-
clearly she can't fucking have it.
We gave her too much.
What was it, like a fucking? Would you give her fucking SpongeBob's house?
Probably.
Give her the whole fucking house? The hell, dude? Jesus.
She probably had the attic.
Oh my gosh.
She probably had like fucking 6 pieces of pineapple, and that's why.
Dude, I remember I
Usually we
tried
give her
to.
like 1 or 2.
So the
She sits
first.
there and like as my dad will be cutting pineapple or watermelon or cantaloupe,
Oh, she'll
she'll
just
sit there like almost. Like, she's big enough that like if she's like trying to get your attention, she can use her nose to like touch your elbow when you're standing. And my dad will be
That's
sitting there
kind of
cutting
dangerous.
something, and he's using a knife, and so the dog's hitting him in the elbow, and so he'll just like throw a piece of pineapple across the room. The dog runs across the room, eats the pineapple, and then leaves him alone for 2 minutes.
That's all he needs. He just needs 2
Yeah.
minutes. Oh my gosh, dude.
That's why we end up
Fucking-
giving her too much pineapple because
Bro,
we spend too long cutting it.
bro. I've only seen my
remember-
dog throw up once, and it was like the scariest fucking thing for me. Cause I've never like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So we were at this place called Mellow Mush. Dylan was actually there too,
We eat them under grass.
and so
'Cause dogs sometimes
I
make
was-
themselves vomit by eating
so-
a bunch of grass.
no, he did not eat the grass actually. So he was a very good boy that day, thankfully. But so we were ordering food, and I made it a big deal with my parents, like, hey, we have to be outside. Like, I really don't want to leave him in the car. It's like a kind of hot day out, like it's very lukewarm day out. So I'm like, okay, like let's just keep him outside. And
It was windy.
It was, oh yeah, it was windy as fuck, but it wasn't like cold. Like the temperature itself was fine. So
It was sunny,
Yeah.
but windy.
yeah. So I don't even know if Dylan saw this, but
No, I didn't see
So-
both.
okay, so I ordered, like we all ordered our food, right? Like me, Dylan, and then my parents just wanted appetizers because they were being fucking pricks, and they were like, "Oh, we're so hungry, like we just come at this time right now to this restaurant." And I'm like, "Mom, I can't do that. Like, I'm waiting on Dylan. 2, I'm also getting cleaned up myself. And 3, like, if I can't bring the dog inside and I can't take him outside, I really don't want to fucking leave him because I didn't have the kennel at the time, so I can't just throw him in the kennel
Mhm.
and then have him bark for like 30 minutes until he knows, okay, he left. Like, no one's gonna listen to me. I'm going to sleep." And so I brought him, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I should order something for him. He's been a pretty good boy today. So I ordered him some like just plain old chicken, like no fucking seasoning, no nothing. And he like loves this shit. He's going to fucking town on it. And I'm like, okay, good. And the next thing you know, he's like walking around, like just pacing back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's just me, Fenrir, and Nanai, just sitting on, like, he's pacing underneath the table, and me and Nanai are talking and like sitting in this chair. And next thing you know, I just see him like lean over and he goes, I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is he doing? I'm like,
Yeah, that's
are
what-
you
that's
okay,
what-
boy? I'm like, what the? I start freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh, what is it? You want to come sit with me? Want to come sit with me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he wants to come sit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And next thing you know, he's like, "Ugh." I'm like, oh fuck. And then all the chicken just like came out of his body. I'm like, okay, I guess you just can't eat the
Eat
chicken.
chicken.
Like, I guess you don't like this shit. Like, you like the taste, cause it's like most of the shit I feed him is like chicken flavored, or like it's like
Mhm.
chicken, but it's all ground up and made into like a dog treat and stuff. So,
Right.
Do you think it's the way they prepare the chicken Somebody just
Did
got
they
him fucked up.
pan fry it or did they grill it?
I think they grilled it. I don't know. I don't really remember.
If it was grilled, then it's probably good. I would think.
My thing is
It might have
that
just
it
been.
wasn't.
It might have just
really-
been he ate too much for his little body.
I think
You
he
know what I
did
mean?
too. Yeah, honestly.
Because if it was one really big chicken breast, then
No, it was like the wings. I would take
Oh.
pieces off of the wing. That's what I was like. That's why I was like, okay, I shouldn't really. Like, he shouldn't have an issue. He's a dog. Like, he eats his shit. So
don't know.
it's like,
I would think that it would be too much, and that's the problem.
I think it's
I
just
wouldn't think
a
it
four.
would be.
I think it was just.
just the wings,
I think it was too much for him because he was on a really weird diet.
unless they were
at the
fried
time.
wings. If they were fried wings, then it was the oil. That's 100%.
Maybe. The
Because
thing
they
is,
fried.
I took
Were
the
they crispy, or were they more like
eh,
grilled?
mediocre. I'd say like they're fried, but barely.
Dylan, do you remember? Were they more fried or grilled?
I don't
Fried.
think he ate them.
It was crispy. It felt crispy.
Yeah, it was crispy. But
And it was definitely that. That's the reason.
that's true. But
100%.
I took the fucking skin off, and I
Even
would
that,
only
it's
give
getting
him
through
the.
the,
Like, the
the
oil
oil's
is
getting
seeped
through
in.
the skin.
Hmm.
It perfuses.
I guess so. I'm lying on the floor with him.
Hernando's in Atlanta.
What the hell is
He-
Hernando doing in Atlanta?
I don't know, but he
Ah!
I
posted.
think he was watching a baseball game or something.
Yeah, yeah.
He just
So
nipped
little
at the fucking
sidebar. Our
tried to
friend
eat my mic.
from high school is in the Marines. Good dude. And
I met up with him like recently.
that's dope.
Yeah, he just
He
came back
was-
from Djibouti,
That's
Africa.
dope. Yeah. But he posted a picture at a baseball game. I thought he was at the Mets game, so I asked him if he was at the Mets game. And he said he was at the Braves game. So good for him. So since I'm a Mets fan, fuck the Braves. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys don't really watch baseball, but they're actually made
Nope.
a bunch of they're making the game shorter with a bunch of new rules.
Yeah, I heard about that actually this morning.
The only things that make games long now are if the teams are batting well. So I'll do a quick explanation because I guarantee nobody cares if they're watching this. If you're the one person that cares about baseball watching this, drop a like. Well, we can start a Facebook group or something.
Let me get some love for all my baseballies out there.
We'll start a Facebook group. It'll be great. I don't even have Facebook.
The launch batters.
But so they introduced a new pitch clock rule where the batter has to be ready in 7 seconds and the pitcher has to throw the ball in 15 seconds if there's nobody on base. If somebody's on base, the pitcher has 20 seconds. If two people are on base, I think he still gets 20. It might be 25. I don't know. So yeah. And they also made it illegal for a shift, if nobody knows what a shift is. If you know where the second base is, what a lot of people were doing against batters that only hit the ball. So if you're a righty and you only hit the ball to the left, that is called a pull. And if you were a pull hitter, what teams would do is they'd stack the, let's say that you're a righty and then you hit the ball left, only left. They'd stack the third baseman, shortstop, and second baseman all on the left side of the second base bag. That is now illegal. You now have to have the second baseman on the right side of the second base bag. So yeah.
That was really confusing.
Yeah, it's complicated. Look up a Google image, it'll make sense. I'll find one and I'll put it in the chat and it'll make sense. Or I'll send it to you.
Dude, he's so big right now, bro. He's such a big boy. Like, I didn't expect that he would get this big, but he
That
really
fast?
is. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this fast. Now, only if his fucking teeth would stop fucking growing out, so that he could what do you call it? So he could stop fucking biting everything in his path. Like, I need him to stop nipping at people. Like, he
Let's see
was.
if they'll actually let me send in this.
I got scared
Oh.
because I brought him to this like work party that we had.
Alright. Wait, look at the general chat, and this explains it.
I am AFK at the moment.
God damn it.
God damn it, as usual.
They also made the bases bigger, so it's easier to steal. So, they're improving the game of baseball.
Loesch, I have an idea.
What's up?
What if we were, when we make our out of options record label and we make an industry within which has different companies, what if we were to make a XFL team?
I'm down.
What would we call it, and then what's the color scheme? What would it look like?
What city were we going in?
Good question. What city would you think would be good?
There's already a St. Louis team, right? I was gonna say St.
Yeah, the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Damn.
I will always be a Renegades fan, but if this shit happens, then sorry, Renegades.
I feel like I would either want Boston, Philly, or New York. 'Cause I
Oh,
want
dude, we gotta
a
be.
lunatic fan base.
Oh, for sure, bro.
That's the plan. If you stab somebody, you get a season pass. If they talk shit about the team when you stab them, you get season tickets. That's the only way to get season tickets. We'll all go to jail. It'll be great.
Oh my gosh. Let's say Boston. We're in Boston. The clam chowder and whatnot.
Minutemen?
Hmm.
It's a little too close to the Patriots, in my opinion.
What if we did Tennessee, and then we do the Music Men?
That just sounds gay.
No. I was gonna say something like you know how the Jazz for the fucking
Yeah.
you know I wanted to do something like music themed.
Clefs.
The Clefs.
Clef note. That's the best I can come. Or the notes. The beats.
What about just
I think if you
What-
call yourself music, that's no.
what about the Boston the Boston Sounds?
That's not bad. But Boston's not known for music.
What are you talking about? The Boston Orchestra, dude.
Yeah, but Tennessee is more known as a music city.
That's why I was saying if we did Tennessee, it would work.
The Tennessee sound. No, that's not bad.
Rah.
Also, the problem is a lot of names are already taken by like colleges and shit like that. There's only so much that you could take. Because if you take somebody's name, then you can't take their colors as well. Because that'd be. Would that be copyright? No.
I don't think it would be a problem.
I don't know what the rule on that is. I've seen college teams with the same name as NFL teams, but not really the same colors. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like our team, the Vikings, we weren't purple and gold. You know what I'm saying, Alan?
Yeah. I did like our color scheme. I thought it was.
I like
thought it
them
was
a lot.
good. I think it's the same as the Panthers, which is why I'm also a Panthers fan. Sadly, like it's the
Why do you
only
root for the
reason.
Panthers?
What?
Why do you root for the Panthers? Can't do it.
So my brother, when we started like I started really getting to the point where I can understand football and stuff. He would be like, all right, you get two teams. You get an NFC team and an AFC team. AFC obviously is the Patriots. All right, there's my main. And then my brother was like, you need an NFC team. And I was like, all right, well, our colors are blue, black, and gray into a white. So, what team in the NFL is like that? The Panthers. Um, Now personally, if we were really talking like color scheme stuff, I really like the Titans and I like the Titans color scheme. I think that's really cool. And I also like the Texans. I think the Texans have one of the coolest jerseys. So, yeah. Yeah, no, but Loesch, what would it look like? What would our XFL team look like?
Are we going with the sound?
I think the sound is what Dylan, what do you think?
What I think about the sound?
No, I'm saying if we're
Team
gonna
name.
make a team, what would the name of the team be?
We need a pickleball team is what we need.
We need a pickleball team?
As it's growing sport in the U.S. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck is pickle? How do you even? Isn't it just tennis?
No,
It's just
no.
smaller tennis, isn't it?
It's so much more, Alan.
Smaller tennis, isn't it?
Okay, so you're on a smaller tennis court. You're using a paddle and a wiffle ball, and you can let it bounce once, I think.
What?
Dude. So the gym that I work at had two basketball courts. It took out
Mhm.
an entire basketball court to put in 3 pickleball courts. And basketball is one of the most popular things at the gym that I work at, where people come in, they play. They lost members because of taking out the basketball court, but they also gained a bunch because of the pickleball thing, pickleball stuff. So it is growing. That's all I can say about it. Like, that's like my opinion on it from what I've seen. Is that it's growing enough that businesses are willing to, I guess, lose out on a certain customer base to bring in possibly a bigger one.
But what is it?
It's a game. Like I
No,
said,
I know. My parents fucking play it.
yeah, it's tennis but played with like a pallet, not a pallet, paddle. It's like a squared paddle, kind of like a ping pong paddle, and you're playing with a wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball?
Yeah, like like the ball with the holes in it.
I'm tracking.
Here,
But why? How is this game? Why is it called pickleball?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
No.
No.
No biting.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
There he goes again.
But yeah, pickleball is like is very
Interesting.
Sorry, I had to discipline the dog. So I don't know,
Aw,
like
dude.
a lot of people tell me, like I've learned the line between like, okay, this is abuse, and then this is disciplining the dog, right? So abuse would be he does something bad, and then you bonk him for it, and then you immediately will like after like it's said and done, you come back for like round two, even though there was no bell. That's like abuse. But if you're just fucking giving him the spank or you fucking bonk him on the nose, you boop his snoot or bonk him on the head, like one or the other, then it's okay. Because he has to learn. So, and he's never gonna learn if you just fucking let him roam around doing whatever the fuck he needs to do. Ah. Oh my gosh. I definitely do think I play like way too rough with him though. All right. You know what? I'm pretty invested in this. So I'm going to go find something. All right, boys. I need you to stall. Go.
Find what exactly?
how about the weather?
Oh, fuck the weather right now.
How's it by you?
Oh, like it's been raining the past 3 days straight. It's kind of
Yeah.
like I want the sun again. Not
That's
this
all
like wind cloud
Mm-hmm.
spiel.
It was cold out today, and
Oh,
there was
yeah.
no sun. But that's about it for us.
I like. How's the temperature?
It was like 50 all day.
Mm.
A little bit
It's been like
colder, probably like 40 something.
same area. It's been like 40 degrees, 45 degrees, but just a lot,
Right.
lot of wind.
It was cold at the stadium. I was
bet.
chilling, but everybody else was complaining. I'm like, boys. I was like, what's going on? Like, why am I the only one that's good? It's usually the opposite. I'm usually the coldest one. But like,
Yeah.
I had good seats, so I was just invested in the game. So the only time that I would like notice that I was cold was whenever there was a break in the play.
Mm.
I really like the Mets.
Mets.
I don't know. Yeah. They went to the World Series in 2015.
Oh,
And
nice.
that was honestly one of the most fun and one of the most memorable like summers I'll have. Partially because of the Mets. Because like me, my dad, and my brother are all big fans, so watching them, they like fought back, came back from four games back, and like came back, got the clinched the division because they weren't going to win the wild card. One from four games back because they swept the series, and then won another game and another game, and then went on to the playoffs. Beat the Dodgers, who are always an amazing team. That was nuts. And then they sweep the Cubs, who are supposed to be this crazy good team, because Daniel Murphy was playing historically. Fucking, and then I think they were in the World Series, or then they got to another series, beat them, got to the World Series, ended up losing, but it was fun. And I remember the game that they clinched to go to the World Series. I called my brother, he was at college, and I'm like, they're going to the World Series. And I was going nuts. And he was going nuts. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm looking at football jerseys right now to try and customize for
You probably
our
hear this
Boston
conversation.
Sounds. What would the logo be?
I don't know. Let's put it into an AI art generator.
Oh god,
Okay.
more AI
Oh,
shit.
you're right. Okay, I got it. Chat OpenAI GPT, whatever the fuck it's called. Oh fuck. Log in. Oh, log in with Google. I'm on it. I'm on the case. Don't worry. Okay. All right. Chat GPT.
You're not
If
gonna be able to make a.
add
You're not gonna be able to make an XFL.
football team called the Boston Sounds, what would the logo be? All right. The logo could feature some sound waves or musical notes to represent the sounds aspect of the team name. Alternatively, it could incorporate an iconic Boston landmark such as the Bunker Hill Monument or the Paul Revere statue. Maybe Boston isn't the best choice.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I thought we were doing Boston. You said some fucking crazy ass fan base.
You want me to send the things that I like it, but do you want me to send these to you?
Oh, dude, yeah. Let me take. Let me see. Let me see what's up. Put it. Drop it in the chat. Dude, why am I having, why am I having so much fun with this? Pro combat football jerseys? What the fuck does that mean? Design your own. There's a pro flag football one you could do. Oh, dude, we should do pro flag. That'd be sick.
Is that the image from AI art?
Dude.
Those-
Yeah.
Did you drop it in the? Which one did you drop it into?
General.
What the
Right.
hell is this? Is that the Boston Sounds? That's the
That's what
Boston.
happened when I looked it up.
That's the Boston Sounds.
Oh man, I only get to look up. Footwear sucks. I have to get credits to make images.
What would the logo kind of look like? Or sorry, not the logo, the jersey. I think it'd be cool if it had like sound waves. Like, so you know how what's it called? You know how, what's that one team? It's the one team in college, the Horned Frogs, right?
I have to describe
Yeah,
what I want to see.
TCU.
Do I do XFL?
Uniform builder.
Boston.
The fuck does that mean, dude? Can we please make a fucking thing and then all just the boys have it? we don't we just go out in fucking uniforms for no reason. Ah, that'd be awesome. All right, how do I do this?
What the fuck?
Oh,
I don't know what
dude.
I'm looking at.
Oh, this is all like high school. I'm not trying to get high school. What the fuck? Pro football jersey. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's see. Why am I so interested in this? I don't understand. Customize your jersey. Okay, let's see. Alright, hold on, Loesch. I'm gonna Dude, this is okay. So if we were making this jersey, right? So what would right? This is what I got so far. I don't know. What do you think?
Where did you send it?
I'm streaming it.
Oh.
So what do you think? How's it looking? How's it looking?
Well, let's just keep going with it. Have fun, buddy.
Jersey.
Are you streaming that right now?
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
he's streaming it.
Sadly,
God damn it.
Oh,
I
You have
wish.
to learn how to
Dude.
do that.
Dude, I really wish I could. I don't know how to
People
do
who are
it.
watching this, please tell them to learn. Just look up a YouTube video when you get back.
I mean, he's gonna be busy. Really busy.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Raul Rosas Jr. loses. 18-year-old UFC fighter handed first loss of career by Christian Rodriguez on UFC 287 main card. Motherfucker, this dude is like 12 years old. I'm not surprised. I'm sorry. He's 18. He needs to fucking. Jesus.
Alright, but you get a topic that doesn't involve us all sitting down
Looking down at
looking at it.
AI stuff again.
I'm fine with
It's-
AI stuff.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm just so into this. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me.
anyways, so me and Alan watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh yes.
Dragons?
Actually, let's talk about that.
What?
Yeah, let's talk about some of that stuff. That's probably All right,
Wait,
guys, we're moving on to movie talk. So check it out. Yeah, so Dylan and I today have watched with my parents. We watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh,
It was starring. One second, let me Google it. It was starring Sophia Lillis. She's the female from It. It was like It Chapter 1 because It
Oh,
Chapter
Rodriguez
2 did not
from-
have her. Chris Pine. Michelle Rodriguez. Chris Pine's in like a shit ton of movies. I don't need to explain that. Michelle Rodriguez,
Fast and
who
Furious.
was Fast and Furious. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Daisy Head. I don't know.
Rajan?
really.
Is it Rajan Page?
Yeah, Rajan Page. Yeah, it's a fucking badass name, by the way. Rajan. It's like the fuck. That's the name that Coach. Fuck. What the hell was his name? Loach, you remember that, right? When Coach is like, your name's Alan. What the fuck? I thought you'd be something more exotic, like Jean Paul or Giancarlo. You remember that?
Who was that?
It was Coach. Shit,
Which
I'm
coach was
cycle through my
that?
head.
I do remember this.
I don't.
Was
All right.
it Coach Jim?
Who?
Was it Coach Jim?
No, it wasn't Coach Jim. He
remember-
was.
I
He
remember
was
you
the
walked up
wide
to him.
receivers coach for high school football. It was right. It was freshman year before you left.
Freshman year?
Yeah, it was freshman year.
Oh, then it's Olsen.
He wasn't one of ours.
Oh,
He wasn't one of the.
Oh,
he
no.
was the He was the receivers
big
coach.
bald
for-
dude.
Hmm. Brian would know him.
He's also
But yeah,
the D-line coach. and,
Justice Smith was also in this movie, who he played The dude
No,
from
no, we're not
Pokemon.
moving past this without me telling a story. I remember the time you walked up to Coach Jim and you go, Coach Jim, I don't think anybody would take Batman seriously if he had a lisp. And he goes, what did you just say to me? Then he goes, I'm Batman. You just go, I'm Batman.
Dude, I don't remember that whatsoever. What the fuck? Are you sure
I'm
that was
standing
me?
there.
Are you sure that
Yes.
was me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude, how many concussions have I had to forget that?
I'm like about to start crying of laughter.
I'm Batman.
I'm trying to hold it back. You say it with a lisp though. And Coach Jim just goes, alright, Alan. Good point. Walks away. And then me and you just lost it. It might have been me, you, and like Nardi or something.
Oh, Big Chungus.
Oh
I
man.
miss you, Big Chungus.
That was so goddamn funny.
Anyways, so back to the topic at hand. Movie talk. Yeah, so Dungeons and Dragons. Dude, this is the most entertaining movie next to John Wick, which will get into later, that I've seen in a fucking while. Like,
Not even wow, just recently. Like I legit, I kid you not, I watched both the Mario movie and the Dungeon Dragon movie just today.
yeah,
And I've been like so far all the movie releases so far, the ones I watch, pretty entertaining. Like
dude,
these past couple months.
I give the Dungeons and Dragons movie a solid 8.3 out of 10. Dude, it was like weirdly like I really don't laugh a lot in movies, but dude, it was so funny. Like, so they're in like this fucking cave or something, and they start
Like
fighting these assassins who are trying to kill them. And they wake up something, and they're like, you see it pop its head out, and it starts like roaring. It's a dragon. They're like, oh fuck, it's a dragon. But he like waltzes out of the cave, and he's fat. It's a fat dragon, and and they're on like a little incline, and the dragon starts sliding down instead of walking. It starts sliding down the mountain to try and eat them. It's so funny, dude. And then there's this one scene where it like trips, dude. It was so they like it. They were like, ah, dude. Imagine like watching The Hobbit, right? Like the desolation of Smog, and the dragons chasing fucking Bilbo, but instead it's derp mode. It's just so derpy. It's just such a derpy fucking dragon, and this dragon, right? So it breaks this huge chain, and it starts chasing him, right? So it's still chasing him, and he's running and he's running, and he trips over the chain, and he starts rolling like a fucking cartoon character, and it's like trying to like Indiana Jones like run them over. So funny. Oh gosh. Dude, I was laughing so hard. I was looking at Dylan, and I'm like, dude, it's a fat dragon. They really were like, the dudes in the fucking office that were writing the script were like, ah, yes, of course we need a dragon. But what if we made him fat? Like, bro, it was so good. Yeah, the CGI for it was pretty solid. I really enjoyed it, even though there was a lot of scenes with it. I thought they did a really good job of like trying to make it fit well. So yeah, and then the story and the plot was kind of all over the place, but considering it being D&D, that's kind of how a D&D campaign goes. Shit just goes wrong, shit's just crazy, and nothing really works out the way it should.
Yeah.
But it's a classic, like everything works out. Um,
I gotta look. good couple chuckles throughout the whole movie.
Dude, that shit was like, yeah, it was a funny. It was like honestly pretty funny. Um,
I felt like it was more comedy on, on top of just just fun D&D casual campaign.
yeah, I think that's the only thing I think it lacked really, which was like the companionship within like the crew that you come to join, right, as the audience. Like you'll watch their adventure. Like you don't really feel as connected to some of the characters as you would like the main character or like the secondary character. Like the third and fourth members of the party, you're kind of just like, meh, whatever.
Right.
Except for like the wizard. It's just so there's a druid, a fucking mage. I don't really know what they're fucking called. Barbarian, and there's a bard.
He was a
Bard
tiefling.
is well, tiefling's like the race. She's a druid. Like that's her class.
Ah,
And for D&D, you're not racist, Dylan. You don't really go off of race. They could have all been tieflings, but no. Yeah, so yeah, you go off of class to identify who's what. But no, it very much hit a lot of the very fun small parts of playing D&D. Like you get this really OP NPC who joins you for a little bit and helps you out, but in the end, it's your adventure, so you don't get to keep him. So there's that. Dylan, can you tell the lovely people in Loesch your thoughts on the movie?
even though I don't play D&D, even though I wanted to try it at some point,
Yet. Not yet.
I just haven't got the chance to. But anyways, throughout the whole movie, I didn't feel like I was wasting my time or just like, why is this plot happening? Overall, I even noticed like 2 hours or hour and a half pass. Got me some good action, some good
Oh,
comedy.
dude, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the action is great. Like the fight scenes were really good. Yeah, I agree,
Mm-hmm.
100%. Carry on, Dylan. Carry on.
Overall, if it just be a standalone movie, I'll be totally fine with that. Even though they could add more, but there's so many ways you can like start it, end it, or lengthen it. But this was just a short, nice, and simple movie. Not like an overbooked franchise like Star Wars or any other genre that's basically milked to death. at this point.
Honestly, I really hope that they make an entire like D&D like thing. Like
Cinematic
it's just
universe.
a bunch of not even no, not even. It's just they just keep rolling with it because there's so many really good ideas, and with the CGI out nowadays, like they did a really good job with it. Like weirdly enough, like usually me and
Would you
Dylan are
guys
like
say-
CGI, and we start pointing at it, like look, it's CGI, like just for like shits and giggles. But no, they did a really fucking good job with it, and I think what they could do is they just do like an entire thing called like the Chronicles of D&D, and this movie could have been like Dungeons and Dragons: A Thief's Tale, and then there's the next one called like Dungeons and Dragons: A War of Between Two Worlds, and then
Right,
it's
right.
like it's like you follow like a party, and the lead is like a barbarian, and he comes along like picking up a bard and a fucking mage or like a paladin or like a healer, and you just run through and just basically basically watch a live action version of a campaign. Yeah, that's really it. Because it's literally just free to play stuff, and it's just free fucking content.
Yeah,
you could
it's
just
a free
make.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that would be really good. Or they even just take people's campaigns that they've posted and make those into movies.
Yeah.
Because that would be fucking fun to watch too. Like, I know that there's a lot of people who like will stream it, and it's like a really, really good campaign. To the point where like people will watch the VOD to try and catch up. Like, thousands of people will watch that VOD to make sure that they know what's going on in the story. But, you know, I think it'd be really cool to have something like that. Personally, I'll talk about this a little later, but I would really love to play some D&D. I think it's... Oh, dude, I'll tell you about this. Lush, I gotta tell you about this story later. In like a different topic about when I had Montoya play D&D. It was so fucking weird, but also funny as fuck. So, Dylan, can you talk to us? We'll talk about it after this segment. But Dylan, talk to us about the Mario movie.
Before that, oh, one more thing I want to add. When we
Okay.
get back together, we should do a D&D session.
We actually did talk about this, and so I have the most experience with everything in terms of playing, in terms of DMing. So I'm gonna take lead as the DM.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it'll just be the easiest, and everyone's not gonna have a fucking seizure. So yes, but I've been talking to Brian about it for a while. We can even do one. We don't even have to be back. I would personally prefer it, because then I could see
We
your
could do
fucking
one.
dice. But
On Discord.
yeah, we could do that. We could do we can get Tabletop Simulator and play through there.
Yeah.
But and there's
Cool.
like a D&D pack as well. But again, you know, it is what it is. We could figure it out. I'll talk to Brian about it sometime. But yeah, Dylan, Mario movie.
What would
What's up with
you,
that?
wait, what would you guys grade the D&D movie?
Oh, yeah. So critically,
No, just whatever your opinion is. You don't have to be a critic. Like,
so okay, I like to do it this way, right? I like to be like the critic in me would rate it a 7.9.
gotcha.
The fun critic in me would give it like an 8.3, 8.4.
Hmm.
Like if you really, but that's because of the fact that like, again, I've also played, so I have a
Right.
little bit more like in my dad's perspective, where he's like, I don't know nothing about D&D. I know it's a nerd ass game, which it is. Knowing that, it's kind of like, yeah, how is it on the terms of like people that don't know what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I would say it's still like really fun. So 7.9, almost 8, I'd say, really.
Alan, what would you grade it?
And then
Just an 8. Pretty
8.
solid. Nothing to it. Yep.
0.0?
8.0. Just simple as that.
I have not seen it, so I cannot give my grade.
Lush also gives it an 8, so the median here is an 8. Moving
Hey,
the
it'd actually be
average-
higher. Because it'd be like 8.2 would be the median.
0.2.
Because look, you could use it 8.5, right? 4? It might be 8.
We'll round down, call it an 8. Anyways, yeah. So Dylan, can you talk to Lotion us about the Mario movie?
The Mario movie was stacked with
It's 6.1.
voice actors. What? What'd you
You
say,
did
Loach?
the math.
Shut the fuck up,
Oh, I did
Lotion.
divide it by.
What'd you say?
I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Shut
It's
the
Loser.
8.13.
Loser.
It's
up.
You can't do
8.13.
math, nerd.
I can.
You can't do math. Don't say math out loud. That's how you got fucking swag.
It was divided by
Just use a
3, not by
calculator.
4.
It's
I
divided
looked
by-
at my Discord screen quickly, and I thought Gartic Phone was another person.
Oh my god.
I guess. I don't know. I just looked at my screen. I was like, all right, there's 4 of us here. Word.
I
then-
looked at Gartic phone and I thought it was a person.
I had to look again.
Oh gosh. Oh,
I guess I thought it was like Chris or something.
Montoya's been here the whole time. Hey guys. Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
We just hear out of nowhere. 8.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8. Montoya, you watched it? Anyways, Dylan, as you was.
He just gives the most eloquent speech about it, and then back to silence for the rest of the stream.
The whole stream.
Go ahead,
Alright,
Dylan.
back to the Mario movie. The whole voice actor cast is stacked. We got Bowser with Jack Black as Bowser,
Mhm.
Chris Pratt as Mario,
good.
Charlie Day as Luigi, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. I'll say it was meant for kids, obviously, but like it was really catered for kids. But the whole movie was littered with like Easter eggs, references, lots of 80s music, But that's probably just because it was made in the 80s, so you just gotta really hit it in that
It was made in the 80s.
80s. Yeah, exactly.
You know what really grinds my gears? So my
Yeah.
brother was last time I saw him, we were playing Switch and he was telling me, right, as we were hopping off, he's like, I was asking like, like what are some new games that you'd be like willing, like want to go get? And he's like, man, like I'm kind of done with all the Mario games, honestly. They're too easy. It's like they're made for kids. I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. You're so stupid. Of course it
made for
is. They are. And he's like, yeah, but like, it's just, I know that, but it's just like, it's just so easy. I'm like, yes, it's for children. Like, you want some fucking difficult shit, go play some like Mario Sunshine or like Mario like 64, like the old school shit. That shit's hard. I'm like, or go play like Luigi's Man.
Mario put the square peg in the square hole.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, TJ, why don't you go and play like Luigi's Mansion? That shit's hard, I hear. Like, when that shit came out, one of my dudes was like playing the fuck out of it. And they were like, dude, this shit's really hard. Like,
Didn't it come out when we were in high school or before that?
yeah, it was like, it was in sophomore year. The game came out. It's a good ass game though, Luigi's Mansion.
I heard about it. I heard that it was very good.
It was. The mechanics of the game.
It was the
were-
ghost one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
The
runs
vacuum?
around with his
Isn't
little
that on the
vac-
DS though?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's on the Switch.
Oh.
I think it was Chris Rapp that was.
I think it was on the DS first.
Oh yeah, no, it was on every console for Nintendo. It's a very highly liked series. So
Highly
when they
praised?
put it on Switch, yeah, yes, 100% highly praised.
I think I remember it coming out on DS as well.
It was. It was on the 3DSs. You could use like the AR and like all that shit to go in like try to scoop the ghosts up in your living room. That shit was funny as hell. Someone's
Too bad the
running around their
3DS
house.
is like outdated now.
Yeah.
Soon enough, the Switch is also going to be outdated. And I'm going to be a little sad.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a long fucking time. And I'm gonna keep the
Yeah.
fuck out of it and keep all my games. It's gonna be such a, because it's honestly like a phenomenal console. Unless they literally come out with something that can beat it, which I really like. They gotta top the fuck out of this console. Like, I really doubt that's gonna happen though.
Not for
Honestly,
a while,
it's
at least.
just it's just Nintendo is so good with the handheld and like portable systems. It's just so good.
I mean, besides the Wii U,
Oh yeah, no, the Wii U is kind of trash, but
I mean, I feel like that's like the prototype of
yeah,
the Switch.
it literally everything was leading up for the Switch, dude. Like everything,
Yeah.
they were just constantly like, how do we make this better? How do we improve this? Instead of say PS4 and Xbox, where they're like, all right, let's just add better fucking pieces to this puzzle. Right? They were like, all right, how do we literally change this thing to look completely different than the others? And like once let's say they run through this cycle of, okay, so you have the prototype, and then you have the advanced version, then you have the extra large version that is also advanced, right? Kind of like iPhone, right? So you get your normal iPhone, you get the mini, and or you get the like the S, like the iPhone XS,
And the
whatever
Pro
the
and the
fucking,
XL and the
yeah, it's like the Pro and then the like Pro Max, right? And then that's the same thing for Nintendo. Until they had this, where they had the Switch, then they had the Switch Lite, and then they had the Switch OLED. Which OLED, phenomenal. Because the screen really does make a difference. Like, I play the fuck out of it. I play this thing at least for an hour every day. Like, whenever I'm waiting, or whenever I get home from work and I'm like, I don't have time to go, like, put all of my focus on watching something. I'll just dick around with it until something's done. Like, 'cause you can constantly just keep picking shit up and putting it down. Anyways, so we're still on movie talk. So,
I was still in the middle of talking about Mario.
yes, carry
but
on.
you guys keep
Carry on.
interrupting me. God damn it.
Carry on, Dylan. Carry on.
Anyways, Mario movie. Honestly, it'd be a good time to enjoy with like kids, your own kids, your cousins, baby cousins, sisters, brothers. You name it, or like kids you're just babysitting for like your peeps.
Mhm.
Not a bad movie to watch it. Though they did switch up some things plot wise. There's like Mario and Luigi were actually from the real world, and they basically get isekai'd
Okay.
into
In the
Mario world. All with Bowser, the Toad, the Mushroom Kingdom, Monkey Kingdom, you name it.
ha. Hello, monkeys. Fucking Frieza.
Yeah, Frieza.
All right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it when comes out on like the streaming service.
Yeah.
I don't feel too
I give it like a
confident.
solid 7.5.
Nice, 7.5 is pretty good.
For a kids movie, kids show, it's pretty good.
That's all I like to hear. All right. Lois, you still there, bud?
He muted and deafened himself.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I'm just waiting for like some more good movies to come out. I already watched Scream 6. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, tell us
John Wick
about that.
4. Enjoyed that.
Tell us about Scream.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hollywood's U.S. side at least. There's probably some good some good other movies like international, but I've yet to watch it.
Mm-hmm. See.
Yeah.
Well, what about John Wick? What do you think of John Wick? I'm not gonna talk too much about John Wick because I'm gonna spoil.
I know you are. But anyways, I rate that as like 8.7, 8.5. Honestly, like one of the better ways to like, I guess, to conclude a franchise, like
Possibly conclude.
possibly, but like plot or like on the main goal for John Wick, and like overall, like the purpose of what John Wick was trying to do.
Returned, ladies and germs.
Welcome.
At the
Welcome,
West.
welcome.
Talking about John Wick right now. John Wick 4.
Nice. I hope I missed spoilers.
I'm
No
trying to be
spoilers.
spoiler free.
Thank you. I was about to say put up a spoiler warning if you are gonna.
Yeah, understandable.
You
But
should
anyways,
make a spoiler warning, Alan. For when we're talking about movies.
Got you. Don't worry.
Just in
I'll
case.
leave it at the end so people are like, what the fuck?
no, anyways, John Wick.
Put the bomb spoiler alert.
Anyways, John Wick.
Mhm.
It passes like the expectations. Like after a trilogy, the fourth movie of any franchise, basically, that becomes a franchise. It becomes more shitty, watered down, milked. But John Wick 4 subverts that trope. It actually was well made, well put. Like action wise, was it like as good as part 2? Better than part 3.
The day you watched it, you told me it was better than 1.
Yeah, better than 1. Action is on par, maybe a little less, a little more or less. Around 2, better than 3.
I haven't even seen 3.
You're making a mistake then.
Yeah, part 3 is good, but the end, a little one part it's like you'll be wonder like how, why, how did that's not possible. It's a little corny.
What are you
But
talking about?
don't worry,
He's
he'll understand.
John Wick.
Yes, the Baba Yaga.
Yes. That's all
But
that
part 4,
that's all that is. He's
But
the
part
Baba
4?
Yaga.
but part 4 basically owns up that corniness. That it's basically just at that point their lore, the world building of the lore. Like if anything that were happening in part 4 happened in real life, it's game over. But
John Wick.
letting you know, part 4 just owns up to their like corniness and just sticks with it. You know what I mean, Alan? Alan?
I don't know.
I mean, they did exaggerate a couple of the scenes when they didn't have to.
He's John Wick. Personally, I would rate it I'd probably give the movie 8. I personally didn't like it as much as the other movies. I think
No, that's because like what made it bad was like your experience watching with other people.
So I want to take a look back at that actually. So yes, I definitely think while watching it, I have like it was a fucking 6. Like it was awful because of the people around me. Like those people were just like, oh yeah, you get him, bro, you get him. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. trying to fucking immerse myself here. You
Is that
prick.
what was happening in the theater?
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
fucking awful.
That's really annoying.
Just so many people, or people would like laugh during like the most like, yeah, funny. It's like, yeah, haha. That's
That's
supposed to
fine
be
to
how it
laugh.
is. Yeah, but this is like an obnoxious like banter.
I'm on the right side, and I hear him from the left side of
Yeah, like motherfuckers would
of
be,
the theater.
Jeez.
yeah, like it was fucking awful. Those people just no fucking courtesy or like any form of empathy. So yeah, plot. Personally, I didn't like the plot because again, it felt like it was straying away from the whole purpose of the movie, which John Wick is about. Again, when people say, if you were to go up to somebody and introduce John Wick to a random person, you would say, all right, check it out. The movie is about a dude. Here's your quick synopsis, which you can summarize in one fucking sentence and or a couple phrases. Man's a killer who his wife died and she left him a dog. Some prick killed the fucking dog and now he's going to kill everybody.
Spoiler warning, everybody, if you haven't seen.
Well, that's
Thanks
like
a lot for
that's literally
spoiling.
the first fucking movie. No, you can't fucking spoil a movie that's been out for like 10 years now. If you haven't seen the fucking movie,
You can
you're a
still spoil
fucking
it.
moob. Yes, I understand you can still spoil it, but still. Also, that's literally
What if
just
you're
the
young?
that's literally just the plot of the movie. That's not even a spoiler. Like that's like the beginning fucking parts of the movie. There's nothing else that gets like I didn't say who. I literally just said that yeah, it's like the first 15 minutes of the movie.
I know, I was mostly fucking with you.
The fuck? Jesus, that triggered me. Anyways, I feel so triggered right now. Anyways, so but yeah, like that
You should
is
get
the
more
point.
triggered.
And it's like when you go back to like the whole journey that he's been on. Yes, he's trying to stay alive for his wife. And he's trying to continue to live for his wife, right? In memory of his wife. Right? That's what he says. That's why when people say, why won't you just die? It's like, I'm trying to live for my wife. Okay, motherfucker. What about your fucking dog? You killed him because of your dog. Like that was the first basically two things within the first 3 movies. They kept going, and even in the 4th movie, there's a scene where he fucks somebody up because that dude is about to fuck up a dog, and the dude just kind of like, he's like, huh, yeah, no, not happening, dude. You're not fucking up the dog. Like, I'm not letting your dog die, just like how my dog did. So it kind of like redeemed that moment, and it was kind of touching, but it's still like, dude, what about the dog that you saved in the last movie? Like, or you rescued in the 2nd movie? You're just gonna leave him with fucking Winston? Or, the fuck is the dude's name? He's the hobo king. I am the Bowery. That guy. The king.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, that guy. You're just gonna leave your dog
Guy,
with him?
Mobius.
Fucking, yeah, Morbius. You're gonna leave your dog with fucking Morbius? Fucking prick. No, like,
Is it Morbius or Morpheus?
Morpheus.
It's
Morpheus.
Morpheus.
yeah, get that distinction right.
Morbid.
Get that distinction right.
It's Morbin time.
Not Morbin time. It's never more.
It's
Morbid
Morpheus time.
Morbin
It's-
time.
It's never Morbin time.
He's always moving time.
Not on the. I
Morphin
will not
time.
allow. I
Zoid.
will not allow Morbin on this team.
Listen, you morb
the
to the
screen.
left, you morb to the right. It's always Morbin time.
I'm sorry, everybody watching this.
The fun will never end. It's Morbin time. The blood sucking will never end. It's Morbin time.
Oh yeah, fucking Lance Redditt,
Yeah,
the
live
guy
for it.
that played as Chiron.
Mhm.
thing.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Man.
peace.
He's been like a lot of like games nowadays and like movies.
he
and,
was-
I just enjoyed his presence and acting. It's like, damn,
Yeah,
I lost another good one.
His voice was a staple within a lot of games. I'm pretty sure he was in Halo, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a
Horizon.
big gamer, so I wouldn't really know the games, but you know,
Destiny.
Yeah, he was in Destiny. He played a big part in Destiny.
it's just you hate to fucking see him go, man. But
Mhm.
he's in a better place now, so you know,
Yeah.
can't be too sad.
That's just-
But no, it's I don't know. Going back to John Wick 4, choreography felt pretty like it was cool because you could see him use the same techniques on like everybody, but the fact that he was just using the same thing over and over again, it was just like meh. And
I mean-
I felt like they were rushing personally. It felt like they should have cut it in half, or they should have just not have elongated it by having these fight scenes where, like, it was awesome. Don't get me wrong, I fucking loved every minute of him beating the shit out of people. It's literally just kill porn. That's like the point of John Wick. It's kill porn. But this movie felt the most like kill porn than every other movie. It felt like
I mean, it's the
instead of it being 30% fighting, they were like, all right, yeah, let's make it 50%, which that's a lot. Like, there's really not much. Like, I wanted to see more like under the table, like really weird scenes
Story?
of like,
More
yeah,
story
of
and lore?
like the table, yeah.
Mm.
And you didn't really.
I mean, they
get
might do that with a show, but not necessarily in the movies.
Yeah, but that's fucked up because that means it's just a money grab. And people are honestly invested to the point where if they made a bunch of spin off movies, like with the fucking, like that one chick with the two dogs in John Wick 3, like there could be an entire movie just for her. I would watch the shit out of that. I would fucking watch it. Also, so kind of spoiler alert, they were saying that so the director, I saw a news article because after I watched it I was like, is that it? Because I honestly didn't feel like, I wasn't sure, I didn't know if that was the last John Wick or not, because it felt so weird, like it felt so like things didn't feel right. So I looked it up, and according to the author, or not the author, the director and Keanu Reeves, they're just burnt. They're really burnt on John Wick. They want to go do their own stuff for now, and they said that because it takes a lot of time and effort to make a John Wick movie, right? Just like with the choreography and Keanu getting older now, it's like it's just a lot more difficult. So they said, what the fuck do we do? Well, Keanu was like, well, we're just gonna take a break, but if the fans decide it and there's a lot of really good feedback, then we will probably try and push for another movie. So there probably will be a John Wick 5 or 6 even in the works. So yeah, All right, boys. We're about to hit the 2 hour mark. It is now 11:30. About to be. Um, what do you guys say? Do you guys say?
Shall we call it?
Yeah. Do you guys want to call it? What do you want to do?
I'm down to talk a little more.
Okay. All right. Well, so how about this? We take a small little break, and then yeah, we'll take a little break and then get some water. You know, hydrate everybody, and then we can get back in for another couple minutes. What do you think, Loesch?
I'm good. You can go. Main
Okay.
delegates though.
All right.
Dylan, if you're good.
I'm good.
All right. I'll switch slides. All right. Carry on, boys. I will. I'll be back a little bit.
Cool. But yeah, there's also this one segment in John Wick 4, which it does for like one of the action scenes. It's like pretty dope. I don't want to say it anymore because I know you haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna just leave you with that. But it's like one continuous shot basically. But there are like 2 segments where like there's like a very quick like cut in to the next scene, but it's like seamless. Uh, Besides that, I'm just waiting for the next movie or anime. I'll come out for like this year.
All right.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I haven't really been watching an anime lately. Mostly been playing games. I got back into Rainbow Six Siege, even though I said I wouldn't.
Just like Brian. He said he didn't want to play Destiny 2 again, but
you got back
there
into
he
it.
is.
Yeah. Rainbow Six Siege is a great game. That's all I can say.
Huh. You know, it's a bit of a sweatshop.
A little bit, not too much. It depends on the way you play it. If you're only playing casual, or if you're even playing the because they have a lot of events that they do to get people to play,
Mhm.
and those are usually really laid back. Casual is usually very laid back. Ranked is where it gets kind of sweaty because that's where you try to drone. You're watching cameras. For me, it makes it a more fun game because everybody's taking it more seriously. Because my aim isn't that good, so the way that I play, I almost need my teammates to be trying to win games, or I need my teammates to have good aim.
Mhm.
Because you can beat people with good aim if you know where they are, because then you can just get behind them and shoot them in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, that's what makes Rainbow fun. Because I don't have great aim in every game that I play. I'm usually halfway decent at pretty much any FPS. I'm usually like a solid B plus. And with Rainbow, the way I got good was just getting good at the game itself and not at the aiming portion of it.
Me, I'm more like I haven't played a FPS in a long while, but if I were to rate my shooting skills, it'd be like a D or C.
Yeah. I may even be like a B minus. Depends on the game too. Because all games have different mechanics.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the game Enlisted, I'm very good at. But that game also has a very quick kill to death, like time to kill. I mean, so and like I suck at Splitgate because it's all like moving around all over the place, and the time to kill is not that quick.
Flip what?
So, Splitgate, it's another FPS.
Oh.
It's pretty fun. But I'm usually pretty good at competitive shooters. And Rainbow is a huge part of my life for a long time. I played it for pretty much 4 years straight, and then I took probably 2 years off of it. Alan played it with me a little bit.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Fantastic game. I told Dylan I'm getting back into it a little
Rainbow?
bit. Yeah, a little
Nah,
bit.
I just can't, dude. Like, it's just so cancer, dude. Like,
It's not
everyone
that bad,
Sweat
honestly.
so fucking hard.
Yeah, I'll admit that, but it's honestly not the worst. It's,
Feels like I'm in fucking China,
I've been on
dude.
sweatier. I've been on sweatier games. I'll say that.
Loesch, also, I have a suggestion for you, buddy.
Valorant is worse.
So with Chivalry, I don't know if this is just me,
I'm pretty good at Chivalry.
but with Chivalry, dude,
I just have
I've
to get
been
warmed up to play well.
I've been doing really well with third person mode.
I've
I've
hate
been-
the third person mode.
so
I hate
I want
it with a burning
reason
passion.
reason why I say this is because I could just see everything. I'm
Mhm.
not getting
I know.
fucking mauled.
I know it's probably better. I hate it too much to use it.
It's just weird swinging your weapon
Yeah.
third person. Just like
For me, that
usually in third person, like your guys like
Listen,
basically like
my
one
thought
down and do a
my
corner.
thought process is
for
the
me,
best defense is a great offense because someone will show up and someone will take care of you. So someone will help you out, right? So like, because again, a lot of the times you're getting fucking double teamed, right? So if you can survive for someone to show up and like basically make it 1v1s, then you have a better chance of surviving.
yeah. Again, I just don't like the.
And or a lot of the times for the game,
It's not the third person mode. It isn't high enough for me. I think if I turned up the FOV, I'd probably like it. But
personally, I think I need to turn it down because I can't see. Like I can see.
I just don't think it looks.
I
good
can
at
see
all.
about 230 degrees around, right?
Mhm.
So obviously, if someone tries to hit me in the back, I'm kind of fucked. But that's just how the game goes anyway. But my thing is, if I was to change it to 180, I'm able to see my attacks a lot more clearly. So, but it's also a matter of like kind of knowing your weapon, right?
Mhm.
Like the so I was switching between the fucking spear, like the spear and shield, and the little spike club, and I've noticed that I can't hit anything unless I'm like really warmed up and I'm in the zone. I can't hit shit with the fucking spear because it's such a precision weapon. Like you need to fucking be in first person honestly for that. But again, I can't defend, or it's a really hard to try and defend in first person. That's why I die a lot. Or if I'm not running through and killing everyone by the time they try and attack me, then you know that's fine. But with the club, right, with the spike club, I can
Nice.
just fucking move forward and swing, and I have no problem. do some attacks like the overhead, right? Like the overhead's straight, like the overhead straight. Like that's kind of hard to land, but because it's the animation's kind of like weird looking in my perspective. But yeah, it's still, I personally like it a lot better.
Yeah, it literally depends on like weapon you prefer to use and your like, play style. Like right now, I'm just grinding on like one of the classes and where you're fragile and you waste your stamina goes down so fast.
Have you guys been playing it recently?
We played it a little bit before Dylan came over around dinner
Nice.
time, because around dinner time we went to go watch the movie. So
It's dope.
They've had a couple wins.
yeah, we got 2 wins, and then the last one we lost. But Dylan left, and I think a lot of people left as well. Just in general, a lot of people left the game. But no, personally, I think that the third person allows me to defend and like just play defense a lot better. Like literally protecting myself, like dodging, strafing left and right, and blocking, like blocking multiple people at once. Like I took on 3 dudes and I killed 2 of them before another guy showed up from behind and killed me. So I would have gotten the last guy too. I did a lot of damage to him. So like I usually will, weirdly enough, pop off on a lot of those really tough fights where you're fighting a lot of people at once. It was one time I got ganged up by like 5 dudes and I took out one, downed another, and then one of them shot me. So but I wasted at least like, and again, a lot of the times it's like for defending, right? We weren't on the defense, but even for attacking, right? Just allowing your dudes to see like, okay, he's taking up their time, right? Yeah, this guy, he's gonna sacrifice himself here, but he's wasting their time, which is what matters. So, as a team type attack and play, that's when I would usually say that's probably the best. So yeah, personally I think third person just allows me to do better. What do you guys, Losh, you're working tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What time do you start work?
2.
You start at 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, so I have to wake up at 5 and or a little bit earlier than that to go and like put Fenrir in the car, give my parents all the stuff they need, and give them my bunnies. So if you guys want, after that we could even, like Dylan, if you're down to wake up a little bit early, I'd say like if you're good for like 8 o'clock, we could probably play.
Sure. No.
I'm probably not gonna get up that early.
What about 9?
I usually don't do anything before I go to work.
Oh, okay. I was just saying because
I usually wake up at like 10.
I'd say either tomorrow or Friday is like kind of my last day to like really like
Yeah.
hop on Discord and like play.
Right.
Yeah, before I leave for the month. So
No more stream.
Yeah.
no stream for a month, sadly. Unless one of you guys gets OBS. And or Loshi get OBS and rock it with
I could do
Montoya,
that.
but you know.
It'd be me and Dylan here.
Yeah.
Well,
No Montoya, no Boogie.
well, Dylan's leaving too.
Well, when you get back, I'm probably leaving when you get back.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I think, but I don't have a set schedule yet. Which
You
sucks.
leave in May?
I think so, maybe.
Well, that really fucking sucks then. Shit.
Probably.
But yeah. All right.
All it needs is my laptop, then I should be Gucci.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I have no idea what my stick entails. It's gonna be a fucking blind walk in the park.
Yeah. All right. We are at 2:15. It is now 11:45. What do you guys think? You wanna call it? You wanna continue?
Yeah, let's call it.
No. Okay.
I'd
Loesch,
agree.
what do you think? All right.
I'd agree.
Well, I guess that's all we wrote for today. So for the lovely people out there, thanks for joining us. I'm glad we pushed through and made it really nice long stream. Made up some time for last week's stream. Boys, do you have anything to say to the lovely people?
Adios, muchachos.
Okay. PC Principal will be after you pretty soon. Okay.
Fuck your PC wokeness.
Loesch.
Stop being PC.
That's
Don't
not cool,
push
bro.
crush their PCs.
That's not cool, bro.
Bruh.
Bro, there's always
Bro.
this one clip on fucking Instagram that I see where it's like, "Hi, excuse me. I think you're really hot, and I think you're really interesting, and I'd like to take you upstairs and completely destroy your crush your pussy. Are you okay with that? Do you consent?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know. Sure, yeah." And he goes, No. I need a full yes. I would like you to take me upstairs and crush my pussy." It's like PC, bro. PC. Oh, dude, in South Park, the fractured butthole, there's a mission with PC Principal, and he gives you the ability to like, sometimes, like enemies will be like, go cry to your mommy, right? And it'll be like microaggression, and it's like a quick time, and you could like get a quick punch in for him. It's fucking hilarious. Microaggression. Anyways, Loesch, do you have anything to say to the lovely people?
Deuces. Like, comment, subscribe. All that shit.
All that shit. All right. Well,
That is all.
all right, everybody. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you in like mid-May or so. So it'll be a long time before the next one. Hopefully Montoya will continue to pump out some delicious covers. And please comment and let us know what you think about the covers. We work really hard to get them all set up, and we hope you enjoy. But as per usual, and as always, more to come. See you later, y'all.
Deuces.
Peace.